Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this video I'm going to take a look at what's probably one of the most frustrating decks to play against in Hearthstone right now, and it's actually a viable deck. It is the Turtle Mage, or Tortollan Mage as it's sometimes called. I did a large part of my legend climb this season with Turtle Mage. The video is coming now because now my article about this deck was published on Hearthstone Top Decks, so if you want to see a real in-depth guide into the deck, then go over the Hearthstone Top Deck site and check that out. There's a link down below in the description. But I will give you the gist of the deck in this video as well. So the main idea of the deck is that you have a Tortollan Pilgrim. Discover a copy of a spell in your deck and cast it with random targets. And you only run 3 spells in your deck, because Discover gives you 3 alternatives, so you're always guaranteed to pick from those, until you have drawn them into your hand, of course, which can cause some problems for you. But as long as they are in the deck, there's the Potion of Illusion. Add 1/1 copies of your minions to your hand, they cost 1. Then there's Blizzard and there's Frost Nova. So you have endless board freezes, and you can make endless copies of Tortollan Pilgrim, near endless anyway. So you play a Pilgrim for 8 mana, then you make a copy of it, you play another Pilgrim, you make a couple of more copies, you play another Pilgrim, and you freeze the board. So if you have access to 10 mana, you're able to start just generating them infinitely while also freezing the board. Or if you only have 8 mana, for example, you can play the Tortollan Pilgrim, use Potion of Illusion, so then you have a 1-cost Pilgrim in your hand for the following turn, but you are weak for that one particular turn because you can't freeze the board yet. Then the problem with the deck, okay, what if I draw both of my Potions of Illusion? Then I can't get them from Tortollan Pilgrims. Yeah, that can be a problem. You can still sometimes win games like that, but of course it's a little bit more difficult. But the deck has some ways to handle that, because you're running stuff like Sphere of Sapience, so you can put stuff back to the bottom of your deck when you draw them, instead of getting them to your hand. And you run Lawkeeper Polkelt, which rearranges your deck so that the most expensive card is on top. And you want to think about when you use Polkelt. You probably don't want to use it too early, because you start drawing with Pilgrims and then you might get Blizzards after that, so you might run out of these cards a little bit too soon if you Polkelt too soon, especially if you haven't found Sphere of Sapience before Polkelt. Of course, in the ideal situation, you have the Sphere and you have Polkelt, and then you just have full control of what's going to happen. Unless someone shuffles your deck like a nasty bomb warrior, they might do something like that. But yeah, the deck plays out like you're chipping in some damage, and then you're going in with this board lockdown, and then you keep chipping in some more damage until the opponent concedes or dies. There are lots of nice things that you can do when you can make those 1/1 copies of your minions. Copies of Card Defender can heal you, copies of Sunray War Mage can deal some damage to the opponent, copies of Uttering Farseer can heal you. So for example, then there's a rather hilarious way in which sometimes you get to copy your Solarium Primes, and then you can just boom, make some fireworks happen. Fairly powerful deck overall. If it survives long enough, then it just completely locks down the board, and then it's really difficult for the opponent to win. Obviously, if the opponent is playing an OTK deck, they can win even when the board is locked, or if they're playing a very fast aggro deck, they can just try to kill you before you get to that lock position. As for the mulligans with this deck, you're generally looking for Astromancer Solarian, Wandmaker, these sorts of early game cards, and you're looking for your Tortollan Pilgrim, especially in the slower matchups. Sometimes you can consider even keeping it in more aggressive matchups. It's just the cornerstone of this deck. There are quite a few different versions of the deck around. This one is Eddie's version. This is the first real solid version of the deck, and there have been later attempts to improve it. Something like Doomsayers have been cut. Sometimes there's some Violet Spellwings, for example, instead of Doomsayers. There are other tech choices here and there. Sometimes the decks don't run Uzis, so a little bit of difference between the various builds, but still the core idea behind them all with the Tortollan Pilgrim remains the same. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can also support the content that I create by joining as a member here on YouTube, or joining as a subscriber on Twitch, where I live stream 6 days a week, so check down below also for a link to my Twitch channel. And now, let's go take a look at Turtle Mage in action. Maybe something like Solarian Pilgrim Keep could work. Let's give that a try. When Swashek playing Galakrond Shaman. Oh boy, Galakrond Shaman. Now that's... Sadly, Shaman is a bit out of shape. I haven't played Burn Shaman lately. I played it early in the expansion. I would really want to try it again. I probably will, when I climb with the budget decks. I would need to get to the budget deck climb pretty quick too, because now that I have the 11 multiplier on NA, that means that if I wait until very late in the season, there's going to be like 10-minute queue times per game. So I would have to get to work on that. I was already a little bit afraid what the queue times are going to be like, but they seem to be still okay at this point. Yeah, I was actually able to fix my YouTube. For some reason, after I just kept trying to verify myself on my phone. And for some inexplicable reason, after like 12 attempts, it worked. It locked me out of my phone a few times, or out of my Google account on my phone a few times, that you had tried too many times. But then eventually it just started working. It was really strange. Now all I need to do is get some good games going. We'll see. So far this deck seems pretty silly. I was able to beat the first Soul Demon Hunter that I met. But Soul Demon Hunter should be pretty good. This deck doesn't run the Frozen Shadow Weaver. I probably would run the Shadow Weaver. And I think I would also run, maybe I would run the Nightblade instead of the War Mage, if I built this from scratch. And I don't think I would run the Farseer. But it might be okay. The Sphere. Too early for the Sphere, right? Yeah, I already have the Pilgrim. What the Sphere could do would be prevent me from getting a second copy of Blizzard. I can afford to get one copy of Potion. That's still okay. Yeah, YouTube it's a strange place. I still haven't figured it out in 5 years. 5 years and I still have no idea. But maybe one day. Now I might equip the Sphere. This sort of Demon Hunter deck might run Uzis though. But I mean, it's fine. I don't have the War Mage. I would have one Blizzard now, so I would have the War Mage active if I was able to find it. So I don't have that direct damage thing going here. But we'll see how it goes. Claybound Adept. Coming right up. Ouch. That's pretty tough. This should be a bad matchup for me, I think. Do I take the Solarian Prime? It doesn't help me kill the Claybound Adept. Maybe I'll still take it. Maybe this helps me kill the Claybound Adept. It doesn't. Well, that sucks. Now I'm probably going to die. Pinging that was useless, by the way, because this one's going to wake up. Should have pinged face. But yeah, that 6 damage is going to be too much. I don't think I live long enough to use the Pilgrim. Did I need to not take the Solarian? I could have found... what exactly? Frost Nova. Cartooth. Cartooth would have been good. There is actually a fair bit of healing in this deck. I just didn't find any in this game. So I think I will die.
They're not trapped. They're my friends.
Yeah, that 10 damage. That's going to be too much. I don't have any healing. I needed some healing. Now I have to pick a new fate. Another pilgrim, but it's too late. No healing. Well. I can't do pilgrim next turn anyway. I think it's a Hail Mary Solarian Prime. But I suppose I'm just dead. I mean, I could get some secrets. Not that secret. Some other secret. I managed to pick up some taunt minions. Okay. I'm already kind of liking the look of this. Oh no. Board full of trees. They're not quite enough to kill all of my taunts though. Not quite. Okay. Do I pick up the Cartooth? I suppose I pick up the Cartooth. When will I have time to play it? 10 cards, my hand is full. But I will need to play Blizzard this turn, right? If this is killed... Oh dear. What if I play the Cartooth and Frostbolt? No, I can't Cartooth and Frostbolt face either.
You don't pick the ones.
I need to do the Blizzard here. But I was a little uncertain, because there's a chance that the Demon Hunter can kill this and go face. If I was able to freeze the Demon... If I froze the Demon Hunter, but I couldn't afford to play the Cartooth, so then there would still be too many minions on the board. So that was still a problem. Okay, so is there a Blade Dance? No, that did not go face. So that's perfectly fine. Do I want a Frost Nova? I don't think I do. So that's 11 damage. So this goes face. This goes face. Right? I already have a Vaporize up, so I don't have to worry about the Shard Center Mystic anyway. All I want is to freeze face. 4 to the face, is that enough? Puts the Demon Hunter down to 6. Blade Dance could clear. I think I'll give it a try. It will summon the 6/6, maybe Blade Dance cannot clear. Oh boy. It's a skull. Oh dear.
Alas, poor warlock.
This power.
The Mystic and 0 mana. This might even be a keep against a rogue. Doomsayer can do things, Ooze might be able to do things, Observer can kill some of that stealth stuff a little later. There's some potential here. I believe.
Home in the shadow.
I'm just going to respond to this with a immediate Doomsayer here. And that gives me a moment so that I can develop the Observer next turn. Now, like, if Rogue wants to coin that Greyheart Sage, then yeah, it's a little awkward. Gets the cards but loses the Sage. Ah, but it's actually a secret type of rogue deck. Very well. Well, the Observer, so it's not an ambush. And it's also not a plagiarize, so Bamboozle or Dirty Tricks, probably Dirty Tricks. Okay, it's actually a Miracle Rogue. Well, Spy Mistress is running everything, so it's very hard to draw much conclusions based on that one. So we'll develop this one now, going for Chandis on 5, I believe. Yeah, Passage Nerf will not significantly weaken Rogue. Rogue choosing a very low tempo play here. It's a bit surprising, I suppose. I'm going for high tempo, Rogue is going for low tempo. Well, that one's not much of a choice now, is it? Gaining spell damage is sweet and everything, but would require some different tools than what I have right now.
Don't let the door hit you.
Stunner. It's okay. Don't think I mind it too much. Okay, more stuff coming right up. Discoveries and stuff. Yep. Don't want to start drawing the pilgrims. I believe it is about time to do so, yes. I will then draw the blizzards fairly soon though. And I have both Frost Novas in hand, that's a bit of a problem. Sweden beat Finland in Finnkampen. Yeah. Sucks, but what can you do? Finnish, the track and field has not been doing very well lately. I will draw the blizzards too soon, and I drew both Frost Novas already. So playing Polkelt can only be done when I'm going to get the Tortollan Pilgrim the following turn. And be able to play it the following turn. That's a bit of a problem for me, really. So Polkelt is going to be played on 8, 9. I'm not in too much of a hurry yet, I can just play this one now. This is still fine. I don't like the Soul Miracle Rogue. Yeah, it's clearly weaker than the other variants. But it's a rogue deck. Rogue decks do things. There might not be an Edwin in hand or a questing. That's why I didn't want to give the rogue card draw right now, because so far I know fairly well what they have in hand. Oh, the secret passage can of course give them anything. If there's questing or Edwin, then that's a snap play. Well, Edwin after some other cards probably, but...
Give me a quest.
Yep, there's a questing.
Don't let the door hit you.
Even more stunning. This, so far this is okay. So far this is still okay. This will be the Observer and the Frost Nova. Observer and Frost Nova. Rogue will get 2 cards from the Dirty Tricks. As an upside, Rogue's board is full, so Rogue probably needs some tools to do things about their own board. Our friend guys from Earth like reckon about the stars in your home country. Yes, sure, they are. Okay, So far so good. This turn is the Polkelt, so I will draw Pilgrims the next 2 turns. That is Polkelt Frost Nova, right? Pilgrims the next 2 turns, then I will have at least 2 more turns after both Pilgrims have been drawn. Yeah, that's what needs to happen here.
If power is what you seek, knowledge is
Polkelt into Frost Nova. Okay. And we're going to start the Blizzarding show. Alright, Shadow's fine. Don't mind that too much. Next turn will be Pilgrim into the Potion, followed by Pilgrim into Frost, Pilgrim into Blizzard. So this turn, right? 6 cards in hand. Yeah, that's okay. I'll get another 3. Go to 9 cards in hand. That's okay.
perhaps.
Go to 8 cards, I mean. So this will be the Pilgrim into the Potion. 8 cards in hand. Then this Pilgrim into Blizzard. And I just want to start hitting face here. There's no reason for me to do anything else. I'm guaranteed to draw another Pilgrim next turn, so I really don't mind. I really don't mind. Rogue Secret, eh? What if... but Rogue doesn't get the Blizzard. Well, that one's a little annoying. I have to kill that, right? Eight cards in hand. So if I do Pilgrim, I will have 7 cards in hand. I'll get 1 Pilgrim back, right? But I can play this one first. It doesn't come back because it will be dormant. So I can play that one, then I can play Pilgrim for Potion, and then I can Pilgrim for Blizzard. So I can play this one. Then I can play Pilgrim for Potion. Then I can play Pilgrim for Blizzard. Nine cards in hand. Okay. Do both of these just go face? And actually, I think I will kill those minions there. Okay, Rogue got a couple of fragged golems. That's cool. I don't mind that. I still have time. If Rogue manages to pick up a Rush Lackey, that would still be okay. I still have time. I have at least, well, I have at least a couple of turns, yeah. I should be completely fine here. Even if I draw Blizzard like happens here. So 10 cards in my hand is full. I can play another Imprisoned Observer there. I could play a tiny Polkelt. Reordering the deck doesn't really matter. 9 cards in hand. But no, this is just fine here. This for potion now. So this pilgrim is now for the potion. Here comes the potion. Get a couple of pilgrims into hand. And then this pilgrim goes in for a blizzard. Like that. And then 9 cards in hand. I can actually play the Azerite Elemental, can I not? I'd rather do a Cartooth. These are going face. 8 cards in hand. I don't think the rogue has an out. Does the rogue have an out? Well, that definitely buys the rogue a little bit of time. All of these will die, of course, when the observer wakes up. Do I draw a blizzard or not? I do draw another blizzard, but I don't want to activate the dirty tricks, I suppose. Now the only thing I have left is Potions of Illusion.
You don't pick the ones.
Arcane Breath isn't useful. 9 cards in hand still. So I can't get anything good from here. So what I want to do is I simply want to play as many minions as I can here. The rogue manages to pick up another Wrapped Golem. That was the third one, the third shadow. Intriguing. I mean, these are of course going face. 8 cards in hand. Go down to 7 cards in hand. That was an ambusher. Okay. Potion of Illusion time. 10 cards in hand. I guess I'll do it like this. I still don't want the rogue to be able to draw more cards. It's very important to me that the rogue doesn't draw cards. I still have the 2 blizzards in hand. And there's 3 minions for the rogue here, and there's 4 taunt minions for me here. So I think this should be a dead end for the rogue, no matter what. No, just not letting the rogue have cards. Cool. Bit of a grindy game in the end there, but managed to get through. So I won't be able to activate the Wand Thief. So I think I'll just mulligan all of this stuff. Look for something that I can do, like a Wand Maker. Alright, found a Pilgrim too. Good, good. Very unhealthy for the game. Yeah, it does seem rather powerful indeed. Alright, let's see about that 1-cost spell. Mirror Image might be one of the better spells that I could find here. Really? Why on earth would you ever trade? I don't quite get it.
You don't pick the ones.
I can't remember the score, but it's pretty good. I guess I can do mirror image now. I think that's okay. Yeah, I would never have traded there. There was no way I would have ever traded.
A cruel fate awaits you in the ashes.
Ah, there is a backstab too. There must always be a backstab. It's not a mana saber turn because I want to play Gen D's next turn anyway. So this Arcane Missile's hoping to kill the 3-1 over there. Sadly, missing. Then it's choice between the Observer or pinging the 3-1 now. Oof, not a choice I wanted to make. I think it has to be the Observer now. Tough. Tough missing the... Tough missing that one.
A cruel fate awaits you in the ashes.
Rook gets to draw more, but okay. It's not the end of the world yet. It's starting to look a little bit worse. Starting to look quite a lot worse. But we'll see, we'll see. Is this a Gen D's turn regardless? I suppose it is. There's a lot of damage coming in now. That's already 13 on the board, so I might just die now. It could happen. Totally possible. And there might even be a way to handle the Cartooth. We'll see. Hi, Kasha. Well, we'll see, we'll see. So for next turn I have the option to play a Blizzard or a Cartooth. Just dropping them saps. Well, I'm kind of happy that the sap was played there. This actually gives me a full board clear. And a Cartooth Defender on the board. So I do go down to 13, but if the Rook doesn't find another sap, this might be just what I needed. The Cartooth comes here. Trade that one away. That one goes face. Now that I saw one sap, then that was a key moment, I think. For next turn I would have the Mana Saber and the Farseer. And now Rogue is really looking for another sap. Ooh, an Eviscerate that doesn't go to my face. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. So now I can do Farseer. And I can do Mana Saber. And suddenly I'm at 22. And Rogue has already spent an Eviscerate. And Rogue doesn't have any minions on the board.
What makes something real?
Didn't get a taunt. Tortollan Pilgrims are coming.
Muzzle their magic.
Is it a Pilgrim turn? I will have 9 mana. So Pilgrim for one potion, 1 Blizzard. No, it's better to simply Blizzard this turn. And use these to go face. Hold back the Mana Saber. So next turn I will have, unless the Rogue can handle the Mana Saber, I will have the full Pilgrim block next turn. Now Rogue needs to handle the Mana Saber. Rogue could also freeze the Mana Saber. That would prevent me from getting the full block. Rogue didn't. So I will have the full lock. When a saber goes face, then it's the Pilgrim for the potion. 7 cards in hand. Another Pilgrim for another potion. Yes, it works. Pilgrim for another potion. And Pilgrim for a Blizzard. That one goes face. And the full lock has been achieved. Titanic Lucky is nice, but ultimately it's not nice enough. So how do I want to do this? 6 damage into that. 10 cards in hand, my hand is full. So that one goes into the over there. This one goes over there. Ten cards, my hand is full. I'll play a Frost Nova away from my hand. I'll play a Pilgrim. I'll play a Pilgrim for a potion. Then it's going to be a Pilgrim for a Blizzard. Followed by a Pilgrim for a Blizzard. And it's lethal. Well, ping would have also been lethal. So there were so many lethals. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.